to the beat like a metronome. Bogart, Sky Free, call me Metatron. Suckers, I'm stepping on from here to Lebanon. We ballin'. All my fallen angels got weapons drawn. Right-handed God, cut from the pedigree. Let it off, put that on the mob, we gon' let it ring. Heavyweight, smoking hella gas, watch me levitate. Always late, time don't exist in the astral plane. Clocks grill, never make a mountain out of molehill. God's will, mobsters, eat lobster and oxtail. Big dope, mean we keep supreme clientele. Shine like a Ryan belt, iron behind the belt. By the power of God, I swing the beast by his tail. Come hella high water, I pray I won't fail. In my own category, all by myself. As I'm gon' kill them all, only time will tell. Smurfs get murked, pop you like a perk. I'm popping in the east, they heard that Poppy got the work. I'm big dog status, who you tryna fuck with? Barking up the wrong tree, I'll put you pups on the pup list. We gon' show up and show out. Showstoppers, we gon' shoot it up at the showdown. Showing no emotion, got the show on the road. Never sold my soul just to rock a sold out show. You know how the saying go, the show must go on. Showboating, when it's showtime, I'ma show off. That's for sure, I'm a shogun. Guess I go to show, I ain't even got to show y'all. Said what I said, follow my speech pattern. Hella chips, hella rings, like I'm trying to be Saturn. Blue chipper draped in red, but only the green matters. Shoot the shepherd in the head, watch all of you sheep scatter. Metatron's cube, bet on the truth. Stomping out the devil's roof, looking out for the gumshoe. Hella kicks like kung fu, stacking what we up to. Franklin's we gon' thumb through. I know what time it is. I know what time it is. They say knowledge speaks and wisdom listens. I'm out the east, I'm on a mission to get it. I'm a beast, I don't need permission to get it. If I'm gon' eat, then we all gon' feast. They say knowledge speaks and wisdom listens. I'm out the east, I'm on a mission to get it. I'm a beast, I don't need permission to get it. If I'm gon' eat, then we all gon' feast. Rock a drum to the beat like a metronome. Bogart, Sky Free, call me Metatron. Suckers, I'm stepping on from here to Lebanon. We ballin'. All my fallen angels got weapons drawn. All my fallen angels got weapons drawn. Game plan sick, target under the weather. You know what we doing? I need that all expense paid inclusive. I'm the plug, so I'm plugged into it. About money like with Jewish white Christmas. I'm Scrooge, bitch. My mood is on cruise ship. If you ain't tuned in, you ain't vibing with my moon man. I move shit like Carrie. I'm the cold truth, Fletcher Reed, Jim Carrey. Everything mooey, that mean the price varies. Need that designer cream shit and all Ben and Jerry's. Cream get the money like 36 chambers. Baskin Robbins shit, 31 flavors. Keep it moving.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Everything on me. Yeah, tell him Bogart, Sky Free. Lottie Dottie, he like to potty. Fuck with blow shoot, throwing 5 mollies. Heard I carry weight, move packs like a dolly. And I stay fuming, clock me doing Godspeed. Business booming, back-to-back trips, moving multiple units. Got mules, got universal soldiers, getting money for sure. Yeah, we ain't shrugging shoulders. You think I'm lucky getting over, made it far, cause I'm sharp, fuck a 4-leaf clover. On my 89, minus the flat top. Getting packs off, smoking on the cash crop. Money talk, if you're broke, then you can't talk. Play a never-ending ball game, Sandlot.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things
talking all loud so I can't hear. And if your boys bring the noise, all y'all pussies getting scraped pap smear. Codeine got me leaning, pizza. Put your boy on point, pyramid of Giza. I'ma rock like this till I'm an old geezer. No pizza parlor, but we deliver pizzas. Ask Uncle Sam, I'm taxing. Look, ma, no hands, telepathic. I could make things move, I'm carefully calculated when I make these moves. I run shit, don't let me get loose. I'm all about my decks, trying not to get goosed. Keep it moving.
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning, folks.
Man, chilling. You grubbing over there? Oh, no, I thought you was grubbing for a sec there.
He's grubbing. Don't lie.
Yeah, he is grubbing, but he's trying to play it off. He's like, what food? I'm not smoking a blunt. Top of the morning, y'all.
Top of the top.
Yeah, man. I'm real slow motion this morning for no apparent reason either. Slow motion in the big old ocean.
Shout out
to Chadley.
Shout out to Emil. Shout
What up,
out to
Emil?
Mr. And also Mystery YT. Hi, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Mr. YT. Oh, what
Mr.
up,
YouTube.
T? What up, T? I think that's Young T.
I thought it was Mystery's
Good
YouTube.
morning, kiddo. What's up, buddy?
Who's that?
The
Guys.
cat. The cat man.
What up, cat man?
Yo, Tuesday.
Give me money.
Tuesday, give me money in this motherfucker, man. Well, you know what? Before I forget, because I think it was the first time I ever forgot last Friday, but you've now tuned into another live Tuesday edition of
Wait.
Your Gamer. And the crowd goes wild. Well, it's funny because I didn't realize that until like the 3-hour show last Friday or 2 hours, whatever it was, and at the end I was like, oh shit, I forgot to do the whole shtick. That'll go. You know what? We're gonna have that episode. You know what I mean? It bothers me. It's my fucks with my OCD.
Yeah. A lot of distractions sometimes, right?
Well, yeah,
This
man.
world is crazy.
So, you know what I'm saying? What was it? Oh, yeah. Shout out to Emil Peacock also. You know, they had some birthdays over this past weekend. Today's it's actually my old DJ, man. Shout out to my man Ricky Wires. It's his birthday today. Oh, no, it's my partner Dino. Shout out to Dino Dolo. His birthday today. Then, and him and Ricky are cousins. Then it's Rick's birthday tomorrow. Yeah, man, I got to link back up with Dino. Anybody follows hyphy culture on Instagram? That's my partner Dino, man. Shout out to you, Derek, man. I love you, D.
What's the symbol in the air, or the planets, or however we do our alignments?
It's
What do they call that? We call the
Zodiac.
astrology.
Zodiacs.
What the zodiacs? Yeah. What are we on this time of year?
Aries, Mars, House of Fire signs.
And Aries is the god of war.
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah.
Oh
on.
no! Is Donald Trump?
No, I don't think so. I think he might be a Gemini. He is a Gemini. Yeah. Well, who was it? We were just talking about. Oh yeah, Aries, right? I'm a Sagittarius. We get along swimmingly. I think it's because we like to. We all like if they're the god of war, I'm definitely one of the generals. You know what I mean?
He's a lieutenant.
I said general. He just tried to bump my rank down right in front of my face. Hold on, bro. I'm a general, man. I don't know about that, Lee. Lee, you're a soldier.
I'm
soldier.
always a casualty of war.
Yeah, I don't know if you want war. You should shake that mind state, though, Lee. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what? I mean, listen. I don't even want to make jokes about war because we're actually on the precipice of potential WW3. This might be
Goodness
one of those
expression
ones.
said it all.
I ain't no draft dodger now, okay? I'm a veteran.
That is true.
Unlike our commander in chief, right?
He's like, we have the best veterans. They're the best.
Oh.
I saw a clip of him, and it's so crazy because these are real clips where he's like, they want us to bomb them. Like, we've been intercepting their emails and their phone calls, and they just say, "Oh, keep bombing us. Is that okay?" It's like, what? That shit crazy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's get off that because I'm uneducated on actually really what's going on, so I don't want to sound stupid talking about like the affairs overseas. You know what I mean?
Oh, we got 16 days and football starts again.
Oh, you're talking about the UFL?
In football? Oh, like the what is that? The Hall of
draft
Fame?
in 2 weeks from Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, relevant.
Something relevant that we like to talk about.
Yeah,
the NFL
no,
draft.
scheduled relevancy. We don't schedule
He said
trades
football. I get it,
and
though.
acquisitions, right? No signings and trades are scheduled unless there's what do we got that? We do have a tampering period where certain teams benefit from waiting, right?
Yeah.
For a player, for them being able to move off.
Even vice versa.
Yeah, vice versa. Probably more often vice versa. I got that.
Because like for example, if like let's get hypothetical, right? So it'd be like hey y'all, we're gonna release Brandon Ayuk, and now we're in the tampering period, right? But he's not officially released because it's not the new year doesn't start for 2 days. So then now we got 48 hours for somebody to go, fuck that. I'll put you off for Brandon Ayuk before you officially release him, even though we had already released him. You know what I mean? Who used to do that all the time? Belichick and them.
Yeah, he was known for that shit.
Like, we're cutting Stephon Gilmore, and then the 24 hours later, Carolina comes in. You know what? We'll take him. You know what I mean? Because you don't want him to just walk and go free anywhere, right? Especially if now at this point he's going to be released. You can probably get him for a late round. And I think they did get him, Stephon Gilmore at that point when he was still legit. They got him for a 6th round or something like that. Just don't release him fully. Meagher's going to give the 6th. We're kind of doing that with the Niners. Once the June 1st date comes around, then I think that's when he'll be actually released. So until then, we're like, somebody give us something. You're like,
shout out to Derek. What's up, Derek?
What up, Derek?
Oh.
Shout out to my man Derek too. That Derek, love that Derek too. You know what I mean? No, because I was talking about my man Dino Dolo earlier. Before he's also Derek, but before our man Philly Derek showed up, you know what I mean? Vegas bound. Oh shit! I might got some other recruits too that are coming out. Not on no fantasy shit, but to Vegas to party.
Okay.
And might even stay with us too. My man Slim out of Brooklyn.
Oh yeah.
I told him, I was like, hey bro, I was talking to him yesterday. I'm like, hey bro, fuck you, come out to Vegas for this. He's like, one of the dates. I told him, he's like, shit, man. He's like, shit, I might have to come out there and flex. I was like, come on. You feel me? Like, what the fuck? I think about it. I talk to that fool every day too. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. Come to Vegas, dog. You know what I mean? Let's party. We got Philly Danny coming out too. We got Philly Derek. You know what I mean? We got Matty Law coming out from Fitchburg. We come from all over the map. Dennis, Minnesota Dan, out of Minnesota, obviously, or it's not just a clever name, right? You know what I'm saying? All the Cali boys is coming out off top. Peacock and Lee, the Texas fellas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's bound to be entertainment. If you haven't checked out the 2025. I think it's still floating around on YouTube as a replay, right?
Yeah, it's up there. Yep.
Yeah. So check it out. It'll be something on another level. But that's just kind of, it's nice to get an idea of what a real fantasy football draft should be like.
Chip, you ain't lying there.
Because you know what? It's long lost was the art for a little while there, which is the art that is known as the live draft party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the live draft party, we're talking good food, a lot of good drinks, other alleged things that would be blurred out on camera more than likely. You know what I mean?
I say this more than probably anything on this channel is that there's two things that fantasy football really brings joy, and it's that draft and then winning a championship. And I go back and forth. I usually gotta concede to the championship. Winning the championship is probably the best part of fantasy football.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But that draft, it's so hard to like put anything ahead of the draft because it's so fun.
You ain't lying. Because
it really ends up being like, God damn it, what are we doing this for? To win a championship. All right. Okay, so there you go. That's why we play. That's the most fun. Outside of that,
when you look around the room and you see who's locked in, and then like I try to find a balance. I in my mind I think I'm locked in, but I am definitely all over the place. Still end up doing Bogart things as far as the draft goes, but you know what I mean. When you see me at a draft, you just believe I'm living that experience full force. When you see me, even if I'm just standing still, there's a lot going on right there.
Yeah.
Drafting. Bogey draft mode. You know what I mean?
I don't. One of the things that we most of the live drafts that I've ever participated in, you don't know the draft order until just a little bit before the draft starts.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, it's hard to prepare because every starting position really kind of like, and then the whatever your league mates pick. I hope that I am fortunate enough to take the guys I want, and if not, I gotta remind myself I have an ideology, and I'm never gonna take Kyler Murray. I'm never taking Kyler Murray ever again. No. Especially
what's up, Albert?
In a pressure situation, like a bunch of savages for some serious bread. Never taking Kyler Murray. Never. Even in Minnesota, I don't care. It's not happening. Sorry.
I say the same exact thing as you until we're like in the 9th round or something. And then I'm like, oh shit, Kyler's here. And I might be able to snatch him up as a third potentially. I'm all about that. But shout out to our man, Minnesota Dan. I don't think he would allow Kyler to fall too far.
Thank you, Minnesota Dan.
Don't
make me do something stupid.
Hey, shout out to Dan.
Hey, for what it's worth, I will be targeting Justin Jefferson. I'm not afraid of that.
I mean, we're getting Justin Jefferson out of a fair discount.
I've seen him go in a startup second round. I'm like, I threw my hat on the ground. I was like, golly, I didn't know that. I would have waited, but
right.
I don't think in my draft that would have been. I would have been fortunate enough for that to happen.
Now, if I'm in it, because I'm making everyone take. Everyone goes, "Oh, Bogey's here. We got to get receivers before he takes them all."
Yeah, there you go. I was about to say that, but then I started going. You know what? I'm basically just communicating to the guys that are in my leagues right now, and I don't want to have influenced them too much. I'm trying to win that West Side. I'm coming, JD. Don't think that it's going to be so easy to be the repeat champion.
Ooh,
he's the 100.
He said, "Keep that throne warm."
We're all coming for you. Actually, sorry. Pause.
Seats in this house. It's always warm.
Yeah, that one was tough, man. Me and Peacock, we were a game out. Look at how close that league was with 14 motherfuckers. It literally came down to the wire to decide the 5 and 6. me, Peacock, and Kidda, and what was Brez's name? Shout out to Pesci. You know what I'm saying? It was the four of us fighting for the last two spots.
And shout out to them for real because they made it extra interesting. We bumped it up to the 14 because of them two, AJ and Adam. So shout out.
And it was originally supposed to be a 14, but and see, AJ's the type you could be like, AJ, we're gonna go take on the Russian mob. He'd be like, all right, let's go. Like AJ's just down with whatever. You know what I mean? Hey, we're doing a 14 team. Yeah, all right, I'm in it. You know what I mean? Then we had 13, and AJ was like, man, fuck that. And he told Adam, man, just get in this gym. And then Adam's like, all right, fuck it. Because Adam, me and Steamboat tried to get him in. He was like, nah, but I think it's because Adam just, sometimes he'd be afraid to put his money where his mouth is. Like, our other league's like 250, and he's like, oh, no. I'm like, man, stop thinking about it, bro. But drop the bread. If you want to win some bread, you got to put some bread down. Oh, here, standing around trying to. And he did his thing too. So shout out to Adam Pesci because he was juiced. He's like, I'm back for sure now. I'm like, oh, I know you are. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like, come on. So and and Johnny is another one he's still trying to keep, because Johnny replaced somebody last year. So he's like, I'm trying to be there this year. I'm like, cool, for sure, Johnny. I'm trying to have you there too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny would be badass to have and finally come out and rock with us. You know what I mean?
Morning, Bakes.
Top of the morning, Bakes. Yeah, Bakes is gonna be out there. You know what I mean? Bakes is out there every year. Come on, you feel me? It's just, you know what I mean? It's going all the way down, man.
You got that home squad jersey.
Right. And what's this? Shit, we're about 120 some days to this motherfucker too. It's going down. I've been hitting. You know what I mean? Shout out to the man. We got a gang of motherfuckers coming out here. I'm about to go start running through the list, but fuck it. You know what I mean? That's
about 136 days till we touch down in Sin City.
Come on, brother. Yeah, you just booked up too, huh? Lee is excited. I'm Lee's flight agent. He doesn't listen. Try to save him some money, you know what I mean? What made you wake up yesterday morning? You're like, I gotta book it now.
Because I saw the flights going up and up and up.
So if they're going up and up and up, why are you booking when it's up and up?
Because my plan was to wait to June and July, and knowing the doofus in Pennsylvania Ave, it may be, I know I'm recalling I might not be in Vegas, so I hit the snooze button and I'm there.
Listen, I think this is the first time I had no idea what he said right there. I'm usually good at like piecing together. Like I speak fluently, at least I thought I did. Yeah. I don't know what you just said there. But anyways, you ready to take him to the streets?
Oh, always ready.
Yes.
Eyes fluently. Hey, good morning, everybody. Make sure to head on over to neonpeacockmerch.com. Peacock's got some great new designs putting up as we speak. So, hey, head on over there.
Fresh from the mind of the Neon Peacock. Brand new designs. neonpeacockmerch.com. We got a 35% off the entire site sale coming up. Are we in motion of that sale right now?
I think it's next week.
At the moment, it's 15% off until tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Then you may have to wait a few weeks for the other one.
All right. Yeah, 15% off. Do we have any T-shirts? Is that just a site wide, or is it any specific to the T-shirts? What does that make that, like 16?
It is site wide. It's code site wide 15.
Site
wide.
It should be there at the bottom.
Yes,
and there are a couple of new shirts that went up this week. There's at least 4 new designs. 2 for the clubhouse. We have the Bear Down and Kneel to the Empire, as well as the Statman JB design, Simpsons design. And then we have a Wemby's World San Antonio Spurs shirt that just
I like
went
that
up.
You Ain't Lying one, though. That's kind of cool.
And a brand new You Ain't Lying that I just did this morning.
You ain't lying.
That's right.
Let's go. The You Ain't Lying joint. I love it.
All right, so we got 2 weeks from Thursday till the NFL fucking draft. Let's go.
Let us go.
All righty. Let's see. Well, starting this week, 10 teams will begin their off-season programs this week. So Already. Well, the Baltimore Ravens started yesterday.
What are they doing? This is new.
Who knows? I mean, Lamar showed up.
Who knows? You're reporting it.
Well, Lamar showed up. That's the one that he didn't show up the last two.
What are they doing right now?
Who knows?
They're reading. I don't know.
They're reading. I don't know.
They're doing mental reps.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if I ever go to a mental rep, like a mental rep, like manifestation class, and Russell Wilson is not the teacher, I'm just walking out of there.
Bake says, ride the Amtrak. It takes forever through TSA and may be worse in a few months, depending on what happens.
Randy, he's talking about. Well, shit, man. If I have a flight like at 1, I'm just gonna go like at 9.
Yeah. Well,
you feel me?
Well, the NFL and the Referee Association are expected to resume negotiations with owners involved this week. So we shall see what happens there. Now, as for Ian Rappaport is viewed as the future successor to Adam Schefter's role at ESPN.
Who? Ian Rappaport?
Yeah, he looks like he is going to be the successor to.
He is way better than Sheffy.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Ian Rappaport, he gets invited to the cookout. Scheffner, he puts on blackface and tries to sneak in the party and then get into conversations. Like,
yeah,
he's like a weasel. Like, you know what I mean? Like when it comes to like getting info, like he's not like no one wants to give him info. He has to go out there and like sneak it from people.
Yeah, and it looks like Daniel Jeremiah is going to be the potential successor to Mel Kiper Jr.'s draft role.
You know what's crazy? As terrible as Daniel Jeremiah is when it comes to like this draft shit, in my opinion, he's better than fucking Mel Kiper. Mel Kiper has been ass since that. He's the first of that position that we've ever seen on television, too. Like a guy who's just like a draft scout predicting who's taking who and who's going to be this, that, and the third as far as high-ranked prospects. That fool is terrible at that.
What's up, Johnny Mittens?
What up, John Mitz? I'm telling you, Mel Kiper has always been ass, in my opinion. Like this guy. He's that Malik. Look at just recently. He's had Malik Willis. Malik Willis should have been a first rounder, right? And he gets drafted to the 3rd round, and then after that, he don't never talk about no Malik Willis. You know what I'm saying? No offense to me, Malik Willis. I'm just saying.
Well, look, the Tampa Bay.
Mel Kiper talking about. Oh, look, he told y'all Malik Willis was good. Look, it's with the Dolphins. Get the fuck out of here.
Derek says Mel Kiper is always wrong on his picks.
Come on, bro. You ain't lying. T-shirts. You ain't lying. Brand new T-shirt design on neopiercardmerch.com, by the way. Anyways, this fool, what was his name? We were just talking about
Mel Kiper.
Mel Kiper. What is it? What is Mel short for? Melvin.
Melvin, I believe it. Or Melvin.
Okay.
Melvin.
All right, just go Melvin.
Melvin. Well, as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are exploring a $1 billion renovation to Raymond James Stadium. Yeah.
That's it. It's $1 billion.
$1 billion.
You know, it's so funny. Then it only costs like $2 or $3 billion.
Exactly.
Like, to build
a new one.
You know what I mean? Just they're like, we like the cannons.
Yeah, well, the Buffalo Bills are pushing for the primetime debut for their new stadium. Do they want to be in prime time for the new stadium?
You know, anytime you're pushing something like that, it doesn't sound right to me. Like, don't rush those things like architecture and things of that nature. Might fall apart on prime time.
That's true. Now, as for the Seattle Seahawks, franchise sale is expected to set a record high new price for a franchise.
Uncle Jerry's gonna be really upset.
Yeah. Now, Peacock, would you mind hitting that contract drop or extension drop? Oh, whoever's backstage can do that. Well, Jaguars' Trevion Walker signed a 4-year, $110 million extension.
A lot of money. He finally can. And you know what, too? Last 2 years, he actually started looking like that first overall pick that he should have been. Because remember, they took him. The Jaguars took him, and then at 2, the Lions took Aiden Hutchinson. But it was because Aiden Hutchinson was very vocal that he would not go to the Jaguars. You know what I mean?
All right, Albert's got a fantasy question for us.
Let's go.
Would you guys trade Laporta for a late 2026 first? I already have McBride.
I would do it. But let's see what else we can get. Like if there's IDPs involved, if there's IDPs in this league, I'm gonna try to snatch up like a couple of his some best linebackers that he got too. That's a bogey move right there. Also, if not, because Laporta, that seems decent. It's all right, but just if you want to, I still always want to squeeze the juices a little more. Pause. You feel me? So if you could throw in like a 1 and a 2, or maybe a 1 and a 3 at minimum. Maybe even a 1 and a couple linebackers, like I said, if there's IDPs. But hey, if he ain't trying to do all that, I would still ultimately settle on Laporta for that first. I'm not mad at it. I think the closer we're getting to this draft, this first round is actually gonna be a really interesting first round in the rookie drafts.
Now the Philadelphia Eagles are sending a message to Jalen Hurts: no extension yet unless you play better.
Ooh. Ooh.
Or else.
Yo.
I mean, damn, them motherfuckers just got amnesia over there, huh? Them motherfuckers don't remember this shit. They either got you in the 2 Super Bowls in the last 4 years.
Damn, I know.
One of them.
Yeah. Now the Chicago Bears are already having early groundwork on Caleb Williams' extension. Pause.
It's smart to do so.
Yeah, get ahead of it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not like a Kyler Murray or a Justin Herbert situation where when it was time for them to get paid, like they didn't even have really proven nothing, like as far as like playoff wins or appearances. So it's like those quarterbacks were inclined to sign this shit. You know what I mean? Like, Trevor Lawrence was in. Actually, Kyler Murray was obviously before Justin Herbert, but definitely Trevor Lawrence and what's Brett's name? And Justin Herbert at that time, it was like they couldn't demand no record-setting or record-matching contracts, so they got something up there, but not. They got a top 5 pay, but not 1 or 3 or 2. And I can see them doing that with Caleb. Give him like 45. Remember Josh Allen did that too.
Yeah.
Going into what I think it was 2021.
About
they gave him like a moderate extension. That's why, like, it was just a year ago, he got the big bag. He got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, as for the Baltimore Ravens, they're confident on Lamar Jackson's extension, and in quotes, it will work itself out. Pause.
Yeah. You know why? Mama's gonna get it done for her baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Now,
his mom's is his agent.
Yes.
She made sure ain't nobody did him wrong in his whole career so far.
Yeah. As for
it doesn't help that he earned it. This guy played his ass off. Like,
but I mean, the reason why is him coming off another injury riddled season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
but like I said, you got a new regime in there. They're like,
that's the nature.
I know we knew around here, but we need you around. We're gonna make sure you get whatever you want, bro.
Yeah. Now, as for free agent wide receiver Joanna Jennings, his asking price is viewed as too high by multiple GMs.
He ain't tripping. He's gonna keep asking that same price until we get after OTAs and all that shit. Then he's gonna drop the price. You know what I mean? No. I'm ready to come in. Because you know what? They're veterans like that. They don't even want to go. They don't even want to be in any of these off-season activities until like it's Mando. You know what I mean?
Now, as for some legal off-field news, Rashid Rice was cleared by the NFL from the no personal conduct discipline, but his civil street racing trial starts June 9th, and the league, if he is found guilty, can then start putting in punishment. Plus, he has his domestic violence lawsuit that is still pending that was filed in February. So
See if the league takes care of business on that.
exactly right. Now, as for
I was about to say, they're just going to put it all into one even. Even if he does get suspended, they'll just be like, I'm going to combine the 2 and have 4 games.
Yep. Now, as for James Pierce Jr., he's dealing with his 3 felony and legal issues. He will not be attending OTAs so he can attend to this business. Pause.
What do you keep talking about OTAs? That's not until like May, bro. Or June.
Oh, yeah, but they're saying he's not going to participate in anything to do with the team activities anytime in the near future because of all his legal issues.
OTAs, organized team activities, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's not until like May.
Yeah.
He's already letting them know now. He's like, listen.
Don't count on me.
Don't expect me there.
What's this? Derek goes, breaking news. Mendoza is not going to the draft, but staying in Miami to watch with his family. Because he already knows where he's going.
He's going to have the chunky-ass Cuban link chain on watch.
And Brandon goes, if James Pierce Jr. was a chief, the police would have apologized for hitting his car with their bodies.
For real.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are like the mob, bro. They just run it.
Hey, Peacock, would you mind hitting the injury drop, please? All right. As for Cam Ward, he's progressing well with his shoulder injury that he suffered last season. Now, as for Jordan Tyson, his stock is falling because of his hamstring and missed workouts. Now, I saw a mock this morning that he could fall to your 49ers, Bogey. Would you mind that in the first round?
Not in the first. We were not taking him in the first round, bro. Like, see, here's the thing: when you read these blurbs, you should know that's not realistic.
Oh,
but you add it in there because you think it's gonna be.
No. This came. This
I
is
don't know
before
what
my
you
stuff was
expected
put
me to
together.
say.
No,
That's not gonna happen.
No, this came before.
We literally have Mac Jones, and why would we burn a first round on another QB, bro?
He's a wide receiver. Jordan Tyson's a wide receiver.
Maybe he falls to the third.
Jordan Tyson?
Hey, you know who would take him in the first round before the Niners would? Ever? The Chargers would.
No, I wasn't talking about. I was talking about Jordan Tyson, the wide receiver from ASU.
Oh, I thought she was talking about what's his name? Ty Simpson. My fault. That was totally my fault.
No, Jordan
like, why
Tyson.
Would we take another QB? I'm high as fuck. Anyway,
It's all good.
I would love that. Now with that said, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Why? See, here's what's funny too about players like that falling because of a soft tissue injury. Now, it's funny because that's for the better teams they come up now. So this would be a comeback actually. Bro, I was about to say, don't. But when I thought you said Tyson, I was like, don't you put that in there, bro. That is not realistic ever.
No, sir.
The Ty Simpson thing now that seems like more like a dream now.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't, because I still think that this is just gonna help one of those teams in the teens like that are receiver needy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because actually, I don't even think the receivers. I think the Chiefs could be the first one who takes a receiver. I think they take Tate at 9.
I think the Cleveland Browns. I think take Tate.
You think? I didn't think of that. That would be bad. You know what I mean?
They're right. They're right there.
I don't like the landing spot, but I'm talking about like as far as like about good in football. They don't have a number 1. They got Judy.
Yeah, that's true. Now, as for George Kittle, he and the 49ers are hopeful for a week 1 return.
That's unrealistic.
Man.
Hey. Actually, you know what? We have the best PEDs right now.
You ain't lying.
Yeah. You know what? I like that news actually.
No. As for Joel Benito, the Browns are not counting on him at all for 2026.
Damn. What happened to him?
I don't know.
Why'd you put it in there then?
No, he sustained
I
it.
don't even know
He
who Joe
sustained
Benito
an
is. I'm
injury
like, what
last
happened to
year,
him? I
and
was
he's
trying to
still
act like I know who he is.
no. They say he sustained an injury last year, and he's still not past that. So
Yeah. Okay. Who is that guy?
now, Peacock, would you mind hitting the trade or the rumor, please? Thank you. All right. The Kansas City Chiefs are exploring trading up from number 9 to target a pass rusher.
It's interesting, right? Because maybe Karlaftis hasn't really been a guy like that. Did they bring in Cam Jordan too?
No,
Cam
they
Jordan.
are rumored to be like heavily
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah,
Possibly.
the fact that adds a lot of validity to this rumor here that they move up because they're really not over the moon with Karlaftis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they hit Karlaftis with one of the mini extensions too a couple years ago. So yeah, it's a position they need to address. Chris Jones, they've been having him as part of their pass rush, even though he's playing at the D tackle spot.
Mm-hmm.
They've even had him off the edge a couple times too over these past few years, and he's just getting older too. So yeah, it's not far fetched. They got 2 first-round picks.
Now, I know Bakes is going to say it ain't going to happen, but as for Max Crosby, if the Raiders do intend sometime hypothetically during the season want to trade him, the Patriots are the team that are one of the interested teams, but as of many teams will be.
Well, I would imagine it would have to be around that time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you have to see Max Crosby like on the field and looking good. Pause.
What's up, Crooked Commish?
What up, Crook? Here's the thing, though.
Chicago Clubhouse.
Look at this. Look at this. I think the Baltimore Ravens successfully sabotaged that Max Crosby entire thing, and the Raiders them bringing in Kirk Cousins. They're gonna try to go for it. Like I think they're gonna try to go for it, and like then when they're out of the mix, just assumingly, right? I don't want to jinx my team by jinxing them. And when they're out of the mix, then they start exploring the Max Crosby trades before the trade deadline.
Yeah. Now, as for Jonathan Grenard, a trade is possible during or after the draft. They're saying for him.
For Grenard?
For Grenard, yeah.
I mean, where's Jonathan Grenard at? He's over there with the Vikings?
He's over with the Vikings right now, yeah.
I mean, shit, they're going to cut. That means they're going to cut Grenard eventually.
Mm-hmm. No.
Because they're going to try to either, if they draft his replacement or they get anything for him, they're getting rid of him. I mean, like, he's a cool story, though. You know, he kind of sat around, had a big blow-up year, then he got paid by the Vikings, and he killed it. He killed it over there, too. He came from the Texans a couple years.
Yeah, we weren't going to pay him.
Yeah. Exactly. And he came out of nowhere that year, remember?
Yeah, we were like, well, let's just pay Daniil Hunter. That way we know it's a sure thing.
No.
Right?
News coming.
Hunter said, hey, you go to the Vikings. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what it was, essentially.
Like, I was there. Yeah. I was there. It was all right.
Now, news coming out yesterday. Sexy Dexter Lawrence once requested a trade, and he will not be attending workouts, but it's all about money. He wants to be paid more and up to what other players at his position are being paid.
I mean, shit. Dexy been killing it, bro. Shout out to Dexter Lawrence, man. I would love, man. I think JD put it in our thread this morning. He was like, bro, we traded for a Dosey. I forget his name. The young African.
Oh, from the Cowboys? Yeah.
Yeah. And like, I would have loved to trade for old Dexy, but I guess we would have. I mean, man, we paid a decent bag, but we basically paid a Dexter Lawrence bag to the dude we traded. So we probably couldn't have been able to afford no Dexy.
Now, as for Brian Thomas Jr., teams are monitoring a potential deal. It's all about how much they're looking for a return for what they have to give up draft capital wise.
I feel like they'll go geographical with it, bro, and send them to the Dolphins. Like they're close in the little vicinity. Like you're not gonna send them down the street.
No.
Who else has a glaring need? Washington.
Washington.
Who else? Shit. As aggressive as Green Bay has been in this past few off seasons making trades, fuck it, they should go get Brian Thomas, bro.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Well, I mean, because no offense to Christian Watson or Matthew Golden or whoever.
The Patriots would be a team.
Patriots.
I think if they miss out on, if they don't go after AJ Brown, they could go after BTJR.
They did pay $30 million to Romeo. And,
that's true.
And if you did trade for Brian Thomas, you don't got to pay Thomas yet.
Yeah.
So that's not far fetched. Not far fetched. Hey, you know what? Going back to what I just, some of those delusional thoughts I had earlier about the Raiders trying to go for it. Fucking let the Raiders trade for this motherfucker, bruh. Now you got Brian Thomas Jr. and a motherfucking a Brock Bowers. Nailers your two at receiver, probably and then you got Genty out of the backfield, and then you got Mendoza for the future. Like that would be a decent ass move for them.
Yeah. Now, as for the Seattle Seahawks, they have strong interest in Najee Harris.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now, as for the New York Giants, the Odell Beckham Jr., there is going to be a possible reunion. It's just a matter of when.
Going back to the Najee thing, that tells me the Seahawks aren't going to draft nobody, and they're just going to patchwork it until Charbonnet is ready. Because Najee's no threat to Sharps. Only thing that's hurting Sharps is that injury that he's coming back from and how long it's going to take him. If it takes, you know what I mean? But I feel like this was, that if they're thinking he's going to come back sometime mid-season, like if they're hopeful for that. I don't know. I'm a doctor. I feel like he might miss the whole entire season.
Crooked goes, tune in this Wednesday night at the clubhouse for our NFL mock draft. Yeah, sure.
Nice. Shout out to the Chicago Clubhouse Network, man.
Sure, I'll be tuning in. Peacock might, and Commish says Peacock might join us.
Nice.
I'll be in the chat.
Yeah,
now,
man.
as for the Ravens and the Titans, are expected to have interest in Stephon Diggs post-draft.
Of course.
Yes, sir. Now, as for the Lions, they have interest in Joey Glass-Bosa.
They should have interest in any available pass rusher because they've been trying to find anyone decent to go opposite of Aiden Hutchinson for the last few years.
This news, the Kansas City Chiefs have interest in trading for Trent Williams.
Yeah, I'm not picking up that phone call.
Who would? Who would?
Hello, who's it? What?
Goodbye.
I'll do one of those ones where it's like, hello? Hello?
Now, as for the Miami Dolphins, there's mutual interest between the Dolphins and David Njoku.
It's a dope landing spot.
Yeah. Now, we also know the Cowboys have a 3-month window to figure out a George Pickens extension. Pause.
George Pickens told us that you got 90 days.
Sure.
Counting.
And Myles Garrett is not expected to be at Browns off-season programs, like always.
Yeah, why would he? He said, I'm the baddest motherfucker on the planet. I'm the record holder.
Now, as for the Steelers and the Jets are interested in wide receiver Omar Cooper Jr.
There's another pooper scooper out there?
Yeah, yep. Omar Cooper Jr. from Indiana, who was with Mendoza, yeah.
Omar Cooper, this pooper scooper.
Yep.
Junior.
Yep. Now, as for the Kansas City Chiefs, they're heavily scouting tight end Kenyon Sadiq.
Who's this?
The Chiefs. The Chiefs.
And that's what they could do at 9.
Yeah,
and then now they got their Travis Kelce replacement for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Kelce he's gonna teach him how to not only be one of the best tight ends, but how to land one of the richest bitches in the world. You're a rich girl, and it's good to bump, but you know it don't matter anyway.
Now, Peacock, would you mind hitting
Oh,
that
oh, man, money.
drop?
Oh man, money. It's a bitch, girl.
The what
It's
drop?
gone too
The
far.
draft. Do we have a draft one?
I don't believe we have a draft drop.
All right,
Cause
let's
it, no,
hold
it
that.
don't matter anyway.
As for draft news, Arvell Reese is the heavy favorite to land number 2 with the Jets.
Yeah, that's pretty much been the favorite.
Yeah, it's in the favorite, yeah. And the Browns are projected to. There you go. And the Browns are projected to take Carnell Tate at 6.
I love that sound. Brings me joy.
Yeah, the Browns projected to take Carnell Tate at 6. And the Cardinals.
That would suck for like
exactly.
right out the gate. But actually, you know what? I'm gonna quote my man Diamond Joseph. He actually calls Shador Sanders the Black Brock Purdy, and I'm not mad at that comparison because he can sling it.
Now,
I'm not mad at that landing spot for old Tate.
As for the Arizona Cardinals, there's an internal push pause for running back Jeremiah Love at number 3.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go for it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now, as
you know, you got a young running back. I mean, a young QB. Put some weapons around him. You know, help him out.
Yeah, I know we're waiting on news from Aaron Rodgers, but the Steelers could target QB if Aaron Rodgers retires. The names to watch are Carson Beck, Drew Aller, and Garrett Nussmeier for the Steelers. And the Browns, Nussmeier, and the Browns are interested in Ty
Simpson.
And the Browns are interested in Ty Simpson and Carson Beck.
Oh, the Browns, that makes sense. If they get Ty Simpson, because they always need like 8 quarterbacks.
I know, right?
They only got 3 right now. They need 8.
As for the Panthers, they're targeting tight end or safety in round 1.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns are gonna take Ty Simpson.
No,
they're gonna take Carson Beck. They're gonna take both of them.
That'd be wild.
It wouldn't be. It would make total sense for the Browns.
It would be a brownout as always at the Cleveland Browns. It's all right. They always do something brownie. Now, as for the Panthers, they're targeting tight end or safety round 1. And the Packers are expected to draft a running back in this draft.
It's annoying.
Yeah, I know.
But see, though, it's super vague, too. Doesn't mean they're going to draft someone up high.
Exactly. It could be in the later round.
3rd round. Yeah.
Now, as for Ty Simpson, the favorite landing spots for him are the Cardinals or the Jets late in the first round.
I can see the Cardinals. I never thought of that one. Mm-hmm. I just figured with them bringing in the Ginsu and retaining Brissett that they were just going to like target a QB in the next year's draft. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, as for LSU cornerback Mansour Delaney, he's visiting with the Dolphins and the Giants this week. As for Gang Green quarterback Haynes King, he's visiting the Falcons and the Panthers this week.
The Panthers are interesting, and the Falcons.
And the Falcons.
Just like a guy they might be able to get like in the 3rd round and like, and have him just compete. You know what I mean? Because you never know, right? Like, especially in with those 2 specific landing spots. Because Bryce Young, they're gonna make that kid wait all the way down before they even think about paying him. I feel bad for that kid.
And
because of his size.
And the Houston Texans are hosting cornerback Keontae Scott for a top 30 visit this week. And the Dallas Cowboys worked out running back E.J. Smith, the son of Emmitt Smith. So I think that I was telling Derek, I think that was just for like nostalgic as name value. I don't think they draft him, but Derek, because we don't need a running back in the house.
Listen, we just saw them a couple years draft the kid Deuce Vaughn because his
daddy worked
was on the staff.
Yeah.
Was his daddy even like an athlete back in the day?
His dad was like on the scout team, I believe, or something to do with the scouting.
No. I'm talking about his dad. Like as a youngster, did he play football?
Yes, he did. I think he did. I don't know who he did play for though.
It was a cool moment though.
Yeah.
I can see Uncle Jay though. Listen, You know who this is? Yeah, I do, Uncle Jerry. Yeah, your daddy Emmett. He was one of I don't know if you're his daddy, but we're gonna draft you. We're gonna draft you in the first round. Stop, get off the phone, Steven. Steven starts trying to grab the phone. Hold on, Steven.
Actually, he played for the Denver Broncos.
Cool.
Yeah, he played from the Broncos from
Dude.
He played for the Cowboys 23 to 24.
So he was Uno Vaughn.
Yep, and he played. Yeah. Well, that's Deuce Vaughn. That's
Nah. We're talking about his daddy, Uno Vaughn.
Yeah, so I'm checking.
The first one, because he's Deuce is the second. That's the joke thing.
Exactly. I'm like, what the?
I didn't want you to explain to him because I was going to say it like at least one more time.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Yeah, it's just like
his dad is the first one.
His daddy. Deuce Vaughn. Now, as for Marvin Harrison Jr., they've been saying they're praising his elite
Speaking of
work
not his
ethic.
dad.
Yeah, exactly. Now, as for Josh Downs, they're expecting.
Go back to it. I hella interrupted you. What about MHJ?
He's being praised for his elite work ethic by the head coach.
You know what it is too? He probably likes this new regime better. You know, sometimes these kids be like that. They're like, I don't know, like I don't like the teacher. I don't want to do the homework.
There is a new king.
Like it's just everyone's just disengaged. You know, Mike LaFleur, he might be jolting them with some little bit of pep in their step here. But they always say this about MHJ anyways. They always be like, he's looking good, he's about this, playmakers having separation, and then we see him get dogged down in practice. Or something.
Now, as for Josh Downs, he's expected to have a target increase this coming season.
It should be. He's no Pittman.
And as for Alex Pierce, he's going to have a larger role after his new deal. Pause. A larger role in the.
You don't just pay him all that money and then get rid of Pittman.
Do nothing.
So it's like, Josh Downs is the only one who kind of stayed the same because he was kind of like this. He's probably the one that gets the uptick more than anything.
Now,
Alex Pierce was already getting some targets there at the close.
Yeah, he was. Now, Ben Johnson said Luther Burden must. Ben Johnson put out a blurb saying he wants to see Luther Burden must get the ball more often. Pause.
Well, I mean, are they going to throw? Are they just going to have him run like stretching the field every play?
Who knows? Yeah. Now, Dan Quinn put out a blurb about a player that he feels is going to have a breakout year. He thinks is going to take off. He says it's Johnny Newton is about to take off.
Who's this?
He says Johnny Newton. I guess he's a defensive player.
No, but who said that?
Dan Quinn.
Oh, okay.
Dan Quinn. Now, as for Isaiah Likely, he's expected in his improved production is supposed to be much higher than it was in Baltimore, in New York. So we shall see.
Yeah, because in Baltimore he was in a rotation, and he's like a souped up Evan Ingram. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He can't really block like that either. So you know what I mean? He's gonna be like he's basically gonna be the number 2 receiver over there, I would imagine.
Now, as for
the Giants,
as for the Ginger Ninjas Minnesota Vikings, no QB decision before training camp, and their GM search will start after the draft.
That is the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
In line there.
Like, wouldn't you want to have your GM in place before
I would want
the
to have him in place. Exactly.
That shit is crazy, bro.
Now, as for the Cleveland Browns, they're unlikely to re-sign cornerback Martin Emerson. As for the Chargers, they're interested in wide receiver Joanna Jennings post-draft. We shall see on that. Now, as for the last piece of news I have,
y'all gonna pay him all that money he's looking for.
I ain't gonna give him a cash grab.
It's gonna be y'all.
I don't know.
It's a bad organization. I'm just being honest with you.
It was. It's not as bad as it was. Coupon Tom was a joke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now with that said, they're gonna pay Jennings everything he's asking.
We don't got Coupon Tom, so I'm not concerned about that shit. Prior regime was a joke.
They don't have the cheap guy anymore. And now listen to what I'm saying. That's why they're gonna pay him everything he's asking for.
I don't know. We shall see what happens though. Now, as for the final piece,
can't always get what you want.
exactly. Now, as for Caleb Williams, he's the heavy favorite pause for the Madden cover this year.
Oh no.
Give him the curse. Oh, crooked commissioner. He's not gonna like that. The curse is real.
You wouldn't say that if he was on a stream.
He wasn't in the chat.
You wouldn't say it if he was on the stream.
Hey, Crook, are you in the house? Are you afraid of that curse?
Hold on, bro.
I'm just curious.
What color you think his nails are finna be on that cover?
I don't even want to know. Maybe some orange or maybe some blue. I don't know.
There you go. Now he's getting see? Now he's getting coordinated with them Bears colors. You see what I'm talking about?
I'm surprised Caleb doesn't have his own nail polish line out there now. But
I'm be honest. I don't even clown. I stopped clowning the nails thing when I found out where it all came from. His mom got a nail shop.
Yeah, I saw that on a ESPN.
Hold on, stop talking over me. He grew up working in a nail shop, so he knew how to do all that shit. And listen, I'm gonna be honest, it made me change my whole perspective on him because I'm like, oh, he was peeling bitches, bro. He was like, hey, baby, come over to the shop, do your nails, woo woo. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I was like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Because his swag ain't like he plays for the other team. He just rock painted nails. Like it's just a young boy thing, I guess. But same time, makes sense to me. Grew up in a nail shop.
That's true. Now that's all the news I have for today, folks.
There you go.
Yeah, crooked commissioners. Yeah, I'm not thrilled about Caleb being on the Madden cover.
Who was the okay? What was the last couple Madden covers? Let's see how much this curse.
Wasn't Jalen hurt? No, was it last year? Who was it? Ooh, I have to look that up.
I couldn't even tell you.
I'll look it up right now. Hold on. Wasn't Saquon Barkley?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Okay, here we go. We 2023 was John Madden. At 2021 you had
I got it, Lee. It's on the screen. Saquon Barkley 26, McCaffrey 25, Allen 24, Madden was the 23.
And
Mahomes and
hurt that 25 year, huh? Yeah. Oh, no, that was last year. He went crazy. Oh.
Mahomes and Brady in 22, Lamar Jackson 21, Mahomes 20, Antonio Brown 2019. We know that messed up. Tom Brady 18, Rob Gronkowski 2017, Odell Beckham 2016, he got hurt. Richard Sherman 2015, he got hurt. Adrian Peterson 2014, he got hurt. Barry Sanders 14 was the alternate cover. Calvin Johnson 2013, he was fine.
Yep.
Peyton Hillis 2012, he fell off. Peyton Hillis 2012, and then he fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, I think he almost drowned like a couple years ago, bro.
Yeah, he did actually. Trying to save his kids or something.
Saving his kids.
No, he didn't drown. He made a recovery. He had like a collapsed lung and some other stuff or whatever the hell.
But he did save his children doing so, though, right? I think that's how the story went.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he saved them. I can look it up. But.
And you know what? He totally beat the shit out of that Madden curse. Look at that. The Madden curse tried to get him all the way to the end. And you know what? I didn't know they put John Madden on it recently.
Yeah, it's when he passed away. Yeah.
Maybe that broke the curse. He was like, all right, boom. He was like, boom, no more curse. Tough acting, thin acting. I think Nicolas Cage is going to be a phenomenal John Madden.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a good movie to see.
Even if it's really terrible, I'm still going to say it's phenomenal because I cannot hate on Nicolas Cage.
All right, Bake says a fantasy question. What is CMC's worth to each you in fantasy? The number one overall fantasy points scorer last year, but this is Dynasty.
I mean, I probably not. For me, it's like the only time I'd pay up high is if I'm in the middle of the year and CMC's still alive and I'm trying to make a push. I would send it first. Otherwise, like in the offseason, I'm not doing that. I just like that, me personally. But like I said, depending on the circumstance, right? Like if I need to make a push and I'm like, oh yo, if I could get CMC on my team right now, I would send her first. But that's like in season, in action. Like right now, I'll throw him in a package deal. I'll throw a package deal, maybe something moderate, maybe a combination of a young up and coming player that hasn't really blown up yet, and maybe throw a second along with it or something. And I feel like that's an overpay. It's funny because the perspectives are always going to change in Dynasty from manager to manager. You know what I mean? It's all subjective.
Yeah, we shall see.
What would you pay, Lee?
I think I sold my last share of them to you last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I think I sent you like a package deal,
It was a package deal. It was a lot of things.
I sent you Devontae Smith and Montgomery.
Yep, it was a package.
Because you needed receiver and CMC was like your only running back, to be honest. So it was like,
and that team was not going.
I think Smith became like your number 2 receiver.
Yeah, it worked out.
That was the circumstance trade for me in my behalf, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to get CMC and giving up things this guy needs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep. It was.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, CMC, you just gotta find that right Niner that's in the league. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Go dangle CMC on a motherfucking string. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I got him. He's the unicorn. Especially if somebody views him.
I'm doing a mid to late first round pick if we're doing that. Like I'm moving him. He's elite, but 30. So like it doesn't need to be an early first. Or like I could give me like a fringe RB1, RB2 type of dude, and and maybe like a second or a third or something, whatever.
And that's if you're selling.
Right.
Yeah, because I was talking. Yeah, my answer was like,
that's what. Well, if I'm selling, I mean that's probably what I pay. Also, I'm pretty, on the nose with both of those, going both ways. Pause.
Yeah, I'm wondering what I would sell him for, man. I definitely. I'll use my same answer. I'll go find the right Niner that's in my league. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, and if they're running back needy, and I come through knocking on their door with CMC, they might give me something I really nearly. Hey, okay, how about this? I'm taking CMC, and I'm trying to go get me one of them elite receivers. I'll probably go after Jefferson, and I'll throw CMC in the second round and see if I can wiggle Jefferson. Maybe that manager's like, he's a little volatile because of the QB situation. Or maybe more realistic, maybe you could even go after a CD Lamb. I think CMC can net somebody as CD Lamb right now. There's a lot of people that are scared of CD Lamb because they think George Pickens is the GOAT now. And, I'm not hating on George Pickens. I'm just saying I still know that CD is one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. And he got old Daiquiri. Daiquiri's not the greatest, but he's going to sling it.
That's true.
So if Dak, here's a serious question. If Dak was like a wine cooler or a daiquiri or whatever, what flavor would he be? What flavor?
If he was a daiquiri, he would be pralines and dick. You know what? It would definitely be like some kind of virgin daiquiri.
Ooh.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It'd
Yeah.
be like, I don't know what flavor it would be, but it'd be the Here We Go daiquiri. Yeah, here we go.
Let me see. What do we have? What options are there? Flavors of, how do you spell daiquiri? There's kiri. Kiri.
Ooh, it would be like a Dakota Espresso. Right? A Dakota Sprinter.
Most, let's see, classic lime, Hemingway daiquiri.
Ooh, that's totally him.
Strawberry. There's a banana daiquiri, mango, watermelon, coconut, raspberry, peach.
Who is drinking a banana daiquiri, bro?
Strawberry banana daiquiri. That is that. Yeah,
That
bananas.
doesn't sound bad now.
Okay, but regular
I
banana,
thought you
that's
said
weird.
banana only.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I've never seen one of those.
That's what I'm saying. Strawberry banana, on the other hand. Is strawberry orange banana?
No, I don't see one. Hotel Nacional daiquiri, which is pineapple, apricot, brandy. Nice.
Ooh, brandy.
Shit, that sounds like you get twisted with some brandy.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Brandy's one of those ones I do not do. My dad's a brandy guy.
Yeah, I used to drink El Presidente from Street from Mexico.
Presidente. Ooh, I had a blackout on Presidente.
Yeah, that's nasty. Ooh, I can taste it
You
right
pop
now.
the screen off the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now we're in business. We're like,
Would always try to
put the
like.
screen on it just so we can take
I would always try to
pictures.
sneak that in, and I could never like shake the fucking brandy into my glass enough. Or like sometimes I'd be like, going to work on it, nothing would come out, and I'd be like, "Damn it, I gotta do this before my parents go into the kitchen."
Pop the bitch off.
Yeah, with some soda, and then just get by day drinking at my house. Like, man, that was something else.
my pops, see, I knew how to sneak the drinks because like I would just wait till my pops started drinking, right? Because like my pops was always like,
Then he can't tell.
He's a brandy or a whiskey or like a cognac, but more so brandy at the house, right? So you can pour some brandy and then he'll just have a beer. You know what I mean? So then, but then he'll continue like the brandies, and then and the beer is almost just like it's like a little chaser. But then once he's got a couple brandies in, and I'm grabbing a beer. And I see him in front of the fridge. He's like counting. He can't figure it out now. I guess I drank it. You know what I'm saying? Ha!
Cookie or daiquiri. Oh my gosh.
Oh, birria?
No, beer. Oh my god.
Birria.
Imagine that. Flavored daiquiri.
For the carnivore in you.
Man, that sounds intense.
A man's drink. You ever heard of the ugly ducklings? It's like they're like three Jewish white kids it's like super backpacker hip hop group, right? But they had an album called The Meat Shake.
No, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, they're super dope actually. We fucked up one of their concerts because one of my boys was a big fan of them, and he was tripping because we had opened up from at De Anza College. It was like some show at De Anza. So we opened up from, but in the crowd, my boys got in a fight with some fools, and then they're on the stage. Come on, guys! Come on, cut the music. Come on, guys! And then they just, you know what? Cut the show.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. You know what I mean? Shows are dangerous.
Johnny Mitten says he's going to make a birria daiquiri tonight at work and report back to us.
Yeah. For Pete's sakes, get a meat shake.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Dak, okay. You know what, though? I could see Dak totally being like some kind of limeade daiquiri. You know what I mean? Yeah.
The classic lime daiquiri.
Yeah, but see, limeade, because, what I'm saying, like he's, that's, it's something that no one wants to really fuck with, but they're like, I guess it's okay. Doesn't that describe Dak?
I'm sorry, what was that? I was reading an email real quick.
No, I was saying like limeade, right? So it's like everyone would like regular lemonade or something, right?
Yeah.
Limeade, like, you know what I'm saying? And yes, it's good, but no one really fucks with it. And doesn't that describe Dak?
Sometimes it has an aftertaste.
Right? Like a bad aftertaste.
Describes Dak perfectly. Yeah, it's too tart. It's like sweet at first, and then it's like, oh, that was an interception.
Right? That's like, what is it? I'll just have a Sour Patch Kid if I want that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sour Patch Kids are awesome. There you go. Dak and the Cowboys fans, they drink Sour Patch Kid flavored daiquiris.
Sour Patch daiquiri. That'd probably be pretty badass.
That'd probably go.
I think they have.
Here we go.
I think there is. I don't know if it's an energy drink or it's an actual alcoholic drink, but I'm pretty sure there's like a Sour Patch drink. I'm looking it up right now. Hydration packets for Sour Patch Kids? Whoa, you can put them in your water, bro.
What?
Okay, so Ghost Energy Drink has 16-ounce cans that are like Sour Patch flavors.
Whoa. Man, California sucks.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's like an energy drink, but it's Sour Patch Kids.
Whoa. You know,
you can make a cocktail. Sour Patch Kid cocktail is a popular adult drink that blends sweet, sour, and fruity flavors. Typical ingredients include
in that bitch, huh? That's like
typical ingredients include vodka, blue curacao, lemon or lime juice, simple syrup, and sometimes grenadine. Drink is shaken with ice and served over fresh ice, often garnished with Sour Patch Kids candy.
You know, James Bond, he's like, listen, give me that.
I'll have the Sour Patch Kid shaken.
Yeah, I like how you went to the Sean Connery one.
Oh yeah, because he's a British intelligence agent with a Scottish accent.
Yes.
I also love how in Highlander he's the Spaniard, but he's like, I'm the Spaniard.
I'm the Spaniard for Scotland. For Mother Scotland. That was nothing.
It's hilarious.
In the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, it sucks because during that era, it's like
isn't that like his last movie? Or no, that's the last movie that basically ruined his career. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and like I thought that movie was awesome.
I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, it's all right.
And it sucks because when you know you think they're setting up all these characters, you think, oh, they're gonna have like a cool little universe here.
Yeah, they're gonna do the Monsters universe or whatever it was. The Universal Monsters universe, was that what they were doing?
Yeah, because I think they definitely had like
the Invisible Man and Jekyll and Hyde, and I know they had Jekyll and Hyde.
Jekyll and Hyde, there you go, the movie, and they had the creepy bitch from the painting. No, it was like the vampire dude in the painting.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that movie, but you're talking Dorian Gray? No, not Dorian Gray.
Dorian Gray, you nailed it.
Was it Dorian Gray? It was Dorian Gray, right? I haven't seen
that
movie.
Something Gray.
I haven't seen that movie since it was released to like VHS or DVD or whatever.
Right? I remember me and my girl went and watched that in the theaters, and she's like, "The fuck did you take me to watch it?" That was naughty. Yo, that was like 20 years ago, legit.
Yeah. Wow. Fuck yeah, time flies.
I know, huh? Damn, he was. Hey, Sean Connery looked exactly the same from when he was like in The Rock all the way up to that moment, huh?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I have an uncle.
Then he aged horribly.
I have an uncle that looks like Sean Connery. He's still around. It's my grandma's brother. He's like pushing 90, but still looks the same.
He got the all white.
Yeah.
Sean Connery, though, it don't matter. He could be all white. His eyebrows were still dark. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, man.
Okay. Is that a Scottish thing?
I'm not sure.
He probably made sure he didn't play no Scot in any of the movies he's in, but he was not finna hide that Scottish accent at all. Who's the other guy from the 300 guy? He has a lot of trouble hiding his accent, like doing.
Hold on, Leonidas, Gerard Butler. Gerard Butler.
That Irish accent, he cannot hide it.
I'm asking the internet if Sean Connery did play a Scottish character once.
Word.
Oh no, never mind. Sean Connery did not play a Scottish character in his entire film career.
He made a point. Damn. That's just funny. Bro.
Wow.
That is amazing. He probably had thousands of hours of like speech coaches and acting coaches. Like, okay, the tip of the tongue, the teeth and the lips. The tip of the tongue, the teeth and the lips. No. Less Scottish. Sometimes you
yeah, dude. Even when he was old, his like he would rock the dark eyebrows and the dark mustache, and everything else was kind of light. Like even at the very end, had like a little peppered. I'm sure he would comb it in or something.
Huh. Corn on
Who
the-
knows? Who knows?
Sometimes you gotta give a woman a smack.
I remember that interview.
What up?
I said I remember that interview.
Right? And you know what's crazy? Because first of all, she was like, really? She's like, what? Excuse me? And then, yeah, you know, so he starts playing. Sometimes you gotta give a little smack. You know, women are very emotional. And then, like, and, you know, and then it was like oddly like she was like flirting with him. Like, she's from that generation, though. She's like, yeah, it's normal. Yes, but I speak for me and everyone on this panel. We don't agree with Sean Connery's actions in that moment. We don't.
Sean Connery.
So now, do you remember The Rock? I haven't seen The Rock in a cool minute.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I know if I watch it now, I'm gonna love it all over again. Here's my thing, because I can't remember this. Just think about it right now. When they went to go grab him up, where was he locked up at? And then they took him back to The Rock?
He was locked up somewhere else in like a
Okay.
high security
That's
prison
right.
or something. But he had previously already escaped from The Rock.
That's right. Okay. And then he had to reverse engineer so they could break into The Rock.
Yeah, there's a crazy like fan conspiracy theory that supposedly, okay, so he played James Bond from like a certain period to a certain period, and then he like disappeared or whatever, and then he
they made it like this. That's the universe.
Yeah, so if you go and you pay attention to The Rock, they tell you like he was whatever, he was not CIA, but you know, like English intelligence or some shit, right? And then he disappeared for a certain amount of time, which coincides with the time he was making the movies, and then he was locked up at The Rock or what? Like I don't know. So like apparently that's what happened when he disappeared from being James Bond. Like he was locked away all that time or whatever, and then he escaped and then got caught and then locked up for until they bring him out in The Rock. So, anyways, it's the timeline's supposed to line up with the James Bond movies.
Then he still, and it doesn't make sense. But there's one thing here, is that he had a child. James Bond wrapped it up.
Yeah, well, the one of the many Bond girls in any of those movies could have.
You're right.
Done that.
He probably, you know what? James Bond probably had several children out there. Little Bond bastards.
Okay, here we go. Screen Rant has an article called "The Rock: 9 Things That Prove John Mason is Really James Bond."
Oh shit!
So the first one is John Mason doesn't exist. He's like not a real person in the movie.
That's right.
Whatever.
When they try to look up his records, even in The Rock.
Yeah, and then like after Dr. No, he reportedly like escaped to Alcatraz. Like that's where he goes in the boat or whatever. Yeah, and then in the last, then it would have been that after the last Bond film, he steals the microfilm that they're looking for in The Rock or whatever.
Okay, Bakes has another question. Okay, a new one. How do you each value Mahomes currently in Dynasty?
Hold on, let me get through all these Rock things, and then we'll go back to them.
No problem.
And then the MI6 disavows agents. So like all of these things line up. It's pretty stupid.
Oh
pretty
shit! And, okay, remember when they're cutting his hair?
He's British intelligence for both, and then they talk about they also talk about his daughter. Let's see. Hummel attempts to trick him into giving up his identity, his real identity. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit.
When they're and then remember, and even like they never explained. I mean, that they briefly explained him being like maybe former, intelligence or whatever. And they're like, remember they're cutting his hair, and it's the G dude, right? And he's like, so I'm just supposed to like, I don't have no shears, no scissors. And he's like, unless you want him to cut your throat, you know what I mean? But then, remember, he's just washing up, and he makes the whole thing out of like toilet paper or some shit. Remember, he makes it kind of like, he just fucking winds it around the dude's shit, and throws him over the balcony or some shit. Like,
he's a total badass,
bro.
He's a badass. He's a badass. Yeah, so I ran into that. I don't know what the hell. I was surfing the internet, and I was like, "What is this?"
That's a funny ass theory.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool because I've always liked The Rock. It's a pretty funny movie, pretty cool movie.
Right, and then
yeah, I like the way he says Humvee in that movie. Not get in the Humvee.
Not in my Humvee. when they're smacking through the city, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? Look at this. That was now that I think about it. So what is that? 95-ish, right? That was like the first movie. Then when the first action movie when they finally switched gears from your stereotypical like Eastern European and or of some kind of Middle Eastern terrorist level antagonist.
Like the True Lies, whatever Middle Eastern dude, they blow up with a rocket to like boom, just 2 years later, whatever you're switched. Yeah.
Yeah, now it's some
chemical
Marines or whatever, or special forces or whatever.
Within the old your own American, like domestic terrorists or whatever.
Yeah, like anti a government, because you know what I'm saying, like but they're like anti-heroes where it's like, we're real America. They're telling you lies, and you know what I mean? Like they switch it up, huh?
I hear you. Yeah, no, it's Ed. What's Ed Helm? No, what's the name of that dude? The bad guy in that one.
The Force or something.
It's the main bad guy who's in charge or whatever. He's like, "Don't make me do this" kind of vibe. It's the guy. It's the guy from the Truman Show, the producer from the Truman Show or whatever. Who's also Ed something.
He aged terribly in a few years when they did Truman Show, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it was only like 4 years later.
He's wearing the same beret, but he's wearing the same beret backwards, but different color. And he just put some glasses on. He's like, "Listen, no one knows I'm a former terrorist, a domestic terrorist." They got them all, though, huh? They murked them all. Oh, and you know what was nasty? That's right. They brought in Nick Cage because he was like the biochemist specialist, right? The biochemist weapon specialist.
Yeah, they show him doing. They show him doing like research on the same deal or whatever early, and there's like a contamination in the lab or whatever. Ed Harris, thank you, Johnny Mittens. Couldn't remember his name. I was like, Ed Harris.
Shout out to Johnny Mittens.
I was like on the tip of my tongue. Pause.
The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. Sean Connery was a fool. Is Nicolas Cage? I mean, is Jack Nicholson still alive?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. His birthday's coming up.
Games, huh?
His birthday's coming up on the 22nd.
Oh, tight. Okay, he's a Taurus.
And then to touch on Big's question, I think that Mahomes just, obviously it's another year, injury, age, non-dual threat type of QB, but still elite. So probably still a mid to high end QB1, but I don't know what, like comparable value. I wouldn't know what to say. Maybe like mid-range QB7-ish, like Caleb Williams, Jalen, Hurts, Justin Herbert type of tier. Maybe, I don't know.
I would, Bakes in the Gen Wealth. I might be interested in sending Bo Nix for Patrick Mahomes plus. Like throw in a second. We might.
Yeah. In a super flex, he's like worth a young QB2 and a small add-on or something, or like a top 10 wide receiver straight up.
I was trying to go in the inverse of that. I was trying to send him Bo Nix and bring back Mahomes in a second.
Well, that's a young QB, not even 2. Like that's a young QB 1-ish, and then that the
QB 2 years in a row.
There you go. And then the small ad could come from the other side of Mahomes.
No deal. I forgot. Bo Nix finished QB8, I think 2 years in a row, actually.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's buying or selling or what, but if he's rebuilding, like if you're rebuilding, you could
Patrick Mahomes.
You could flip Mahomes for youth and picks, right, or whatever. That you could pivot to somebody that you have,
I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. If I have Patrick Mahomes right now, I feel like I'm in a good shape because they got Eric Bieniemy back, and like the last time.
Isn't that a line? That's a line somewhere. It's a. Oh, I know. It's a Lil Wayne line. I'm gonna run it like an Eric Bieniemy back.
And see, that's why I love Ken Walker there now too, because we got Eric Bieniemy. So they're the pass game and the respect of Patrick Mahomes' arm. They threw that out the window with Matt Nagy calling the plays the last couple of years. They were stacking the box. They couldn't run the ball, and Patrick Mahomes actually had to use his legs, and he got hurt doing so. They tore his ACL. I didn't think it was the Chargers. Y'all did it, huh, Lee? And see, the reason I'm saying this is that they're going to try everything in their power to prevent one of the faces of the NFL from getting hurt again. They bring back Eric Bieniemy, where they clearly, you know what I'm saying, that's what Patrick Mahomes' best passing numbers has been, like, routinely. So I do like Patrick Mahomes a lot this year. But still, though, the way in Dynasty, the way I'm wired, I'm not trying to pay it for him like he's the 5,000-yard passer again and not coming off an ACL. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the way you're supposed to do it. Like, I'm trying to. Yeah, you know what?
My counter argument would be like, this is the counter argument for that would be like, no, the Mahomes story or career arc right now, if you closely believe that it's like on that Tom Brady type level, like this is where he resurges and has another 3 Super Bowls.
That's how it happened for Tom Brady, right?
Yeah.
Tom Brady had really only that one major injury, and it was against the Jets. I think it was another division rival. The same thing that happened to both Mahomes here. You know what I'm saying? Because it does take the division rival to try to absolutely unalive you, I would imagine, right? So, and life after that, what did they do with Tom Brady? They made sure they were getting that ball out extra quick. Like that's when you started seeing the quick release Tom Brady. Pause. That sounded crazy. Yeah, but you know,
and he had all the kids.
The 2 tight end sets.
Literally, when all his kids were being conceived as well. I'm just joking. But imagine that coincides with that statement.
Phillip Rivers had the quickest release, clearly. Hey, Phillip Rivers went back to the league just to prove that he still had that quick release. I told y'all. He had 3 more kids since then.
He was like, I need that, cover this insurance. Boom. He banked on that. That was a smart move.
Right? Hey, he got in there too, though, huh? He almost beat the team that went on to be the Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was like
he almost won a lot of those games.
Yeah.
Nobody remembers that because
he
at the end of the day, it's just
twice his size.
Yeah, he was chunky, bro.
He was the big boy out there. It looked like he was pregnant.
Fat Albert in his own.
Bakes is giving us the lowdown. He says, I'm selling in the Brotherhood and Genwell. Had a few offers in each and some inquiries on the value. So I wanted homie's professional opinion before making the right move. We came to the right place, sir.
And so with that, see, I love the context here because, like, say I'm the guy selling Mahomes. These are the offers I should expect. People trying not to pay up for what Mahomes is probably worth. You know what I mean? So it's like finding that happy medium is always a challenge, but that's the fun of Dynasty. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Going back and forth, trying to try to determine what people's values are on things, because then also too, once you determine how a certain manager values things, then you know how to approach future trades too with that same manager. You know what I mean? Because you're in Dynasty, motherfuckers ain't theoretically, no one's going nowhere. You know what I mean? And I love our community because we're pretty tight knit as far as that. You know what I mean? And the competition. The level of competition is I feel like what keeps the people around. You know what I mean? People like that is active too. You know what I mean? Like, look at Bakes made a few trades in the past few weeks. Had me get off my ass. I was like, you know what? Fuck that. We're gonna make some trades. You know what I mean? I'm trying to flip stuff too. Fucking dumb shit.
Yeah, I've been semi-active in some leagues. I've tried to make some trades and do some things, but I don't think anything's really come through. Then I took over for somebody who was like kicked out of the league, and then like they let him back in the league, and I was like, oh, I made awesome moves for him. It was the best ball. The guy was like, hey, you mind if I take my team back? And I was like, nah, whatever, go for it. I don't care. And I was like, I did make some moves. And he was like, what? And I sent him screenshots, and he was like, oh, nice, not bad at all.
He's like what? He's about to get mad. What'd you do to my team? Like, listen, I gave you the boot.
I was like, yeah. It's because in one league, I don't know, there was like a trade that went down, and it was like for several futures, like several futures. And then he was like, me and the commissioner of the league were drinking, and the trade went down. And then the commissioner received the funds for the futures, supposedly, but then like sent it back and deleted the history of the money being transferred. But the trade stood. And so everybody in the league was like, what the fuck? and then the guy was like, I'm not going to pay you again, bitch. Like, I already fucking sent you the money. Like, a lot of shit went down. We were fucking drunk or I don't know what.
he thought it was a blessing. Like, oh, shit, I just came up on $300. He gambled it away right there.
So anyways, so then he's in several, we're like in 4 leagues, like me, that commissioner, and that guy. And then he straight up got pissed or whatever, and he like left all the leagues, but he left that other one by accident. Like he was paid up on it. And so I was like, I'll take over for that best ball that I wasn't in, you know. So I jumped in to replace him. And anyways, that's what happened. It was just funny.
Yeah. We gotta have a whole episode where we just talk about all these past like funny things from other leagugues that we've experienced. Cause it is kind of funny, some of these things that I've witnessed. Because but for our leagues, you could safely assume everybody's grown men, right? Because we're all grown of age. When I say safely assume, because even I get childish sometimes. But my point is, yeah, I mean, no one gets offended if someone just like shits on a trade, because it's always something small like that, right? And so you go, a trade goes down, that was stupid or something. Then motherfuckers is having it out. Yeah, we don't have that in our leagues.
This one was like Jameer Gibbs and like somebody else, like Chase or Jefferson. I don't remember, for like several firsts, like all the way up to 2028.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That doesn't make no sense. But he paid for it.
Yeah, exactly.
He paid for it though. So it's like, what are you gonna
do? The trade ended up happening was I went to AI and I was like, look, this is what needs to happen. Either this guy pays up or the trade gets reversed or whatever. And then like, so he didn't pay up. He got kicked out of the leagues, and then the trade got reversed, and then he rejoined like one of the other leagues or whatever, that he didn't have any trades pending.
He probably got it. It was probably as simple as sending a screenshot of the proof that he had sent the money prior. Like, listen, bro, I sent you the money. Okay, just do scratch his head, look at it, like, yeah, then there it is.
It was just funny. We all it was just funny. Nobody really cared. We're just like, it's just hilarious.
Also, and then the trade was ridiculous, though, right?
Yeah, the trade was pretty crazy as well, I think.
But that's the thing too. Is like, okay, in the parameters of it, where there's no collusion and the dude paid up, it's like, man, you gotta let it ride.
Yeah, let me see. What league was that? Not that one. It's ours. The Game Breaker. Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna find it. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Trade. Where is it? Scrolling up.
Might sound crazy, but
okay, I'm getting close. I can see the chat where everybody is. Is it this one? No, this is a different trade that went through. It went through after that trade. Let's see. Where are you? Oh, here we go. It was Joe Burrow and Jameer Gibbs for a 2027 first, a 2028 first, a 2026 101, 2027 second, a 2028 first, and a 2028 third.
That's crazy. But he paid up.
Yeah.
He paid up in every sense of the word.
So the guy who received the picks,
his team might. It sounds like his team is wounded.
Yeah, he was like, whatever. Like, yeah, he's trying to, acquire picks to do things or blah blah blah. But then, like, after that trade happened, like he immediately like started moving, and then a couple of trades went through, so he was moving assets. So it got real messy real fast. You know what I'm saying?
So then it's just bringing the guy back and letting it stand made sense.
Yeah. Well, it didn't. I think that let me see. Is he in the league? Or did we get somebody else? Yeah, we got somebody else. Oh, no. It's the same guy, but he just, like, came back as a different account. Like, a different name.
He's like, forget that other guy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what happened. And then he was like, who's that other guy? Like, I don't get what's going on. It was all funny. Man. Like, he literally came back into the league, and then he put a meme with like a bunch of fire and pitchforks and stuff. Like, he joined the mob, but it was, I don't know, it was just hilarious.
Like, y'all try to trace him out with pitchforks.
Like, it wasn't me. That's some funny shit.
That's hella funny.
What up, King D?
What up, King? LBC in the building.
That's right. Oh, shit. I hate that everybody sends like a gajillion emails and it's like lunchtime. Don't they know that people are like at lunch doing things?
Do they have an AI thing that like sorts through it and like reads them? Or
Oh, no, I have to go through all this shit.
I mean, you know what? I still trust humans more than the robot. I ain't gonna lie to you. Trust only humans.
What up, King?
Trust only humans. Yeah, look, we got somebody uploaded the wrong job to this one.
You know who uploaded it? A human.
Yeah, it wasn't me. Nope, definitely wasn't me.
AI is hella dope. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Nah, dude, it's my boss / office manager. Like, he comes in here after hours after I leave, and he tries to help, quote unquote, and he always does shit all wrong, and I have to clean up his mess the following day. It just gives me more work
the next day.
instead of me just doing it. Yeah, I don't know why he does this. Like, I tell him, and it's like he don't listen either. Like yesterday, I had to anyway. That's just ridiculous.
Shout out to the boss.
It's every day, dude. And then he's like,
Listen, just let me do all the work, man.
Yeah. He was like, I guess it was
more work for you.
I was telling my coworker earlier, I was like, did you see yesterday when he came in, the way he talked to me? He was like, I guess you and I have a different way of submitting things. And I was like, the way he should have said it is, I guess I turned this in wrong, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, the difference is you did it. I was like, yeah, the difference is you did it incorrectly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Do your job, man.
Yeah, it doesn't let me.
It's
Yeah, like I said, when I take days off and then they try to do stuff, it's like, oh, I'd rather not even take the days off.
Come back in your swamp.
Yep.
Now you're backed up.
That's like, hey, you guys turn this in, and it's like, whatever, we need this, or didn't we tell you it's not supposed to be done this way? I was like, it wasn't me. Like, I wasn't here. And then he'll get at my computer and he sends shit and has my signature block on it. And I was like, that's not me, because I always initial my own signature block because he does that shit.
And then he goes, I didn't send this.
Fake says this. That would be a dope theme for a shirt. Trust humans only.
Yeah, no shit. Let me write that down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have it's gonna be like a picture of an AI and the person has like 6 fingers or something.
It's trying to disguise itself as a human.
It's gonna be young John Connor. Just a picture of him or Sarah Connor. It says trust humans only.
Trust
Sticky
humans
notes.
only, man.
Oh, here they are. Whoever invented Post-its, like, damn, bro, banking.
Nah, bro. Wasn't it Gene Garoppolo?
Now you're thinking of Mira Sorvino, and Phoebe, yeah, in Romeo and Michelle.
Janine Garofalo's in there though, right?
Oh, she's the one who really invented the Post-its? I don't even remember, dog.
No, she was in the movie. Invented like a quick burning cigarette.
Hilarious.
In that movie. Remember they're all like ballers, and then so then what was that? Oh, Romeo and Michelle. There you go.
Yeah, Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion or some shit. Last time I saw that was like 13 years ago. My wife was watching it, and it was like in the background, but I don't remember.
Yeah, because
I don't remember the fucking movie.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't remember the fucking movie. Lisa Kudrow. I couldn't remember her name.
There you go. Yeah, it was like they work at a boutique or something, and they have like these aspirations of like, you know, getting like their own clothing brand going, and then like they have this high school reunion, and like everybody's like, they have all these people that are just balling now from like high school, you know, they went on to be things. So she's like, fuck that, we got a front, like we're something.
We did something. Like what can we? I would have just been like, yeah, I managed, or was it like I was the
like,
I don't know. I invented Blockbuster.
Well, because this is like life before Google and shit like that, or like smartphones at least. So remember, and then it was the bitch, Janine Garoppolo's character. She she had like she invented a quick burning cigarette, so she's just always hell smoking, right? It was like, and then she mentioned it. She's like, oh, she's like, yeah, Romeo and Michelle, they invented Post-its. And the bishop goes, no, you didn't. she said the name. She's like, it was such and such or whatever, because she knew the name.
Yeah.
Like
she knew the dude or whatever.
Smart ass, and then outed them. She's like, no, they didn't. We did. And then they had the weirdo guy. He was like a super nerd. He was always like hiding his boner behind his fucking his notebook or something. And then he invented like some crazy rubber that all these tennis shoe brands use. So he was like a billionaire. He comes through in like a fucking helicopter. And then they do that weird like dance at the end.
It's a good movie. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, it was that. It's funny because that's how vividly I remember. I was like, that movie was like hella funny. Oh, and there's this one dude. He's like a cowboy, and then like in the end, they're like they're flying off in the helicopter, and then the cowboy dude, he's getting busy with Janine Garofalo. When they're like flying away in the helicopter, like, oh, they're looking down, like, oh, and she's riding her like a cowgirl and shit. Yo, that
hilarious.
Yeah, well, I guess would they consider that a rom-com?
Yeah, it's a rom-com.
I started seeing my girl in 2003, so I probably watched every single one from 2003 to 11. Because then by 11, I refused to watch anything else that I don't want to watch in the theater. I'm like that to this day. Like, I'm not paying for that. Marvel movies, though, I'm willing to go pay for it, whether I think it's going to be.
No, I tell my chick, like, man, fucking. Look, I don't sit down and waste time in front of the TV to watch a drama. Like,
yeah, why would I pay for a movie?
There's just plenty of drama in my regular day life or world. There's nothing fantastical happening on the screen. It's just people talking, or maybe like, like if I'm going to watch something like that, it needs to be a historical drama, maybe where there's like a war going on and there's some action, sure.
Or at least something with Sean Connery in it.
Yeah. But other than that, give me a fucking it's a spy story. There's fucking dragons. We're in another dimension. Like, I can see some crazy CGI. Like, that's what I go to the movies for, to escape reality. I don't want to sit down and listen to people argue over contractual law or whatever. Like, that's my day job. Fuck that. So I don't watch that. I don't watch that shit, and I don't pay to go watch that shit. If there's an awesome like lawyer movie that's gonna come out, fuck that shit. I ain't watching it. Aaron Brockovich, I live that stuff every fucking day. I ain't gonna go watch it.
Hey, you don't take your work home, right?
Yeah, like here's like a something like I guess because it's in retrospect, like A Few Good Men. Okay, that's in a different deal, superstar cast and like super intriguing story, right? Plus there's some like side action going on too with like Demi Moore or whatever. I can look at something. But
the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Exactly. Like that's like as far as I'll go on stuff like that. Plus those were classics, and I wasn't already working in the field. Like I was a young kid, enjoy. They don't make movies like that anymore, really. But
yeah, I know, huh? And they had a little string, like there the Few Good Men. Then there was The Witness, or is that the one with what's her name? The
The Witness. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and then there's Aaron Brockovich, G.I. Jane, like stuff like that. Well, like even G.I. Jane, there's a lot of action in that shit, right? It's pretty cool.
Right?
Stuff like that, that's...
Oh, shit. Even what else came out of that era? The what was it? The Fugitive?
Oh, yeah, The Fugitive. See, that's the one-armed man type deal.
U.S. Marshal. The other one was like the U.S. Marshal, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, Tommy Lee Jones playing the same guy, though, right? What was the one that Morgan Freeman was doing in the 90s? Where he was the same guy. It was like Kiss the Girls, and then I think the other one was Seven.
Oh yeah, with Liv Tyler.
Liv Tyler,
but not Liv Tyler, but Steven Tyler.
He was in Armageddon.
Oh shit!
I can spend my life in the sweet surrender.
Oh, you're talking about Armageddon.
Yeah, no, because he said Liv Tyler.
Oh, I heard Armageddon.
See, that's how Hollywood is. Because when we had Armageddon, we also had Deep Impact, where Morgan Freeman was the first black president.
What was that other one? There was another one. There's something he had like a bodyguard, and it was like good shit. I think like Channing Tatum or something. the something on Olympus. What the fuck?
Oh,
Attack on Mount Olympus
No,
or some shit, or I don't know. Yeah, something like that. It's
is
like
that the one with
can't even make up a
Jamie
name
Foxx?
that you can't even make. Yeah, there you go. Maybe it's Jamie Foxx. You can't even make up a name for a movie that has anything to do with the fucking movie.
I know, huh?
Yeah, my cousin works as an art director in Hollywood, and he told me a long time ago. This is like maybe 2009, 2010 ish. He's like, yeah, they're running out of names for movies in Hollywood. Like once you use one, you can't like use it again. So that's why you run into all these super long titles for movies now.
It's funny because maybe I was just futuristic because I always was told, man, chop the title of your album down. Like, why? You know what I mean? Like so now, so this one I'm dropping, it's shameless plug, A Day in the Life. Right? But then I'm like, ooh, that's not enough. So it's because the other album, Metatron. So in this one, it's Bogart Scott-Free starring as Juggernaut in plug A Day in the Life.
A little convoluted.
I think that's too many characters.
Just a little convoluted.
Yeah, but we'll just put it on the cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can make it go all the way around. It'll be the border for the album cover.
There you go. See? Oh, that's a brilliant idea. Now I can just make it even more longer. In a time before.
Movie Boy Guys has worked on that for you.
Oh yeah. What was the damn? What were we just talking about? Oh yeah. So the one title that I saw that had me dying. Well, actually, before I need you guys to get context for this. So when we used to go on road trips, right? We used to play this game where like you come up with a movie and you fill in the blank one of the words with vagina, right? so it's like one of my championship ones was Big Trouble in Little Vagina. You know, then you'd have like, you know, the ignorant ones out there. They're like, all right, it's your turn. They're like, Ninja Turtles, Secret of the Ooze Vagina. It's so stupid, but it's like, all right, 10 points. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a lot of games you can play like that are hilarious. You replace one word of the movie title with this, or what was one that I saw the other day? It was like, oh, make a plural movie title singular. And it's just like, I don't know, somebody put one, and I was like, one. And they're like, for seven, the movie Seven. I was like, so stupid.
Or it'd be like the. What movie is it then?
Yeah, like the whatever instead of. No, somebody put Jaw instead of Jaws, right? Or whatever.
Man, we're getting lazy now.
Yeah. But there were some good ones in there. Which is the one that I laughed at? There was one that I laughed at pretty hard. I can't remember. But anyways, yeah. The hill has eyes. Not the hills have eyes. Or the hill have eye or something. Anyway.
They get lazy to the motherfucker. Hey, and I feel like they did The Hills Have Eyes. Like it was like the same universe as what was it? The Mothman, and what was the other one that the dude? It was not the Mothman, but he would like be in the farm, and then like he would like spread his wings and fly around and eat foods. The creature.
Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers. There you go. I think
I remember. So Jeepers Creepers. I went to see Jeepers Creepers in theaters with my homeboy and two girls that from like another school that we met up with. We picked them up and then went like on a double date or whatever. And that was like the first time like I was driving to go and do stuff like that or whatever. Anyways, we picked up the chicks, went to the movies, and we went I don't know where afterwards. And then we went to another girl's friend's house. And she had she lived on a golf course and she had a golf cart, and we took that shit cruising at night, but she was driving erratic as fuck. And so like at one point everybody just bailed out of a moving golf cart. It was pretty crazy. Good times.
The first Ghost Riders.
Yeah. That was like 2001, or when did that movie come out? Probably 2001.
We used to go when we was in high.
Jeepers Creepers release.
Think Bogey's in the Matrix.
Maybe you could have. Yeah, August 31st of 2001 is the first one. So yeah, man, I was a young cat. That was a long time ago. It's 25 years ago.
How time flies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did lose Bogey. We did lose the Bogart. Mr. Scott Free. We'll see if he comes back. Now we can probably put a bow on it.
Yeah, we probably could. Yeah.
Got to turn in a couple of these jobs. Oh my gosh, these people just keep.
Now, Peacock, let me ask you a question. Now, the design you did this morning, the one you ain't lying. Now, the back has the you ain't lying, or is that on the front?
There's options. So there's both.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do crest and back, front only, back only. The front and back option has a different design. Okay. So if you go front and back, it's the big GW in this one. It's kind of glowing with the U8 line in the back.
Yeah, gotcha.
But then you have the crest and back, and it's similar, but it has the small logo. And then you can do just crest or just front or just back.
Yeah, I like that design.
Yeah, and it looks good in white too. Looks good in white. Looks good on a performance shirt or for like a hoodie, premium fleece. We also have sponge fleeces and classic fleeces and hoodies and whatnot. But yeah, this one's pretty good, pretty sweet. I like the way the design came out. Let's see. StreamYard, why you lying? Oh. Now, what do they want? Still, there's Bogey.
There he goes.
Matrixing
things.
We'll close up out of here in like a couple minutes. Like, yeah. You got lunch coming up, Peacock?
Yeah, if my coworker ever gets back and stuff.
He's like, you know what sucks, that you're the guy that everyone feels good, like, oh, Peacock got it. It's like,
yeah, for sure.
How come there's no other guy I could depend on? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'd be out doing video if I had told them that I was going to go do video, but I was like, I don't want to do video today. You guys go do it. But I know that my boss is doing it, and he's going to come back and be like, here, and finish doing everything. Like, I don't know. But I have to like
I pushed the button, I think.
Yeah, and then I have to like format the video for him, turn it in.
Like, now you got to do the job tomorrow again.
Pretty much. Like, that's how it usually happens. That's how it usually happens.
See, and this is the mindset we're trying to figure out, right? How do they do it? We got to figure this out.
I don't know. Like, I wish I could mess up all the time and like nobody give a fuck.
I mean, no, this is what I'm saying. We got to figure out how we can be those guys, right? But we're not fucking up. We're just those guys that are running shit, and then things would probably be more efficient. Right?
Oh, I feel you. Yeah, no, for sure.
To the bottom, you know what I mean?
No, I always tell my coworker here is like, if I was doing things, I would have done it like this. But I mean, this is the way you're supposed to do it. But whatever, they break their own rules.
You know, what's a great suggestion is like inceptioning. Like going full inception, like if you want a certain way things done, because this is how I do it with my lady. If I know like I want to get this, I gotta start planting this inception so it becomes like their own idea. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I have to do that with my wife too.
Right?
Yeah, because if it's my idea, she hates it.
Right? But if it's their own,
like won't even listen, or like has something to say about it. But if it comes out of her mouth, it's like perfect. So I'm like, let's just do it. She's like, all right.
It's like being a yes man. Yep. Okay.
When I figured that, that's you. See, Lee, I refuse that. Lee, you gotta remember this. Listen, I'm wholehearted when I say this. You know what I'm saying? It's a partnership. But when it comes to certain things, I'm old school. I run the shit. You know what I mean?
I know.
And I run a tight ship, and we're doing pretty well. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I go, oh, you want a quarterback this day? Thought you. I'll be the cheerleader. You know what I mean? Yeah. Rob, shish, boom, bob. You know what I mean? Because I always had a saying too, just period. Like in life, we get a lot done in a small period of time, especially like, you know what I mean? And like, but see, women, and I'm just gonna generalize here. Actually, I'll be specific to my own life. It's like I'm hoping I'm blessed one day to grow old and gray with my lady, and so I can turn to her and say, I spent half my life waiting for you to get ready. Because see, I'm trying to do so much. I'm waiting on her to get ready. You know what I mean?
You ain't lying. I hate that shit.
It's all good though, because I've been ready. I've been figuring out how to maneuver. When you know what I mean? If there's certain ways that I can find the cheat code, and it might seem like difficult or annoying, but once you figure it out and you get things moving, you know what I mean? Because man, the big decisions, you know what I'm saying? They don't just get made overnight. You know what I mean? So that always got to require some patience. Learn the level of patience, because I've been learning some of these things I want to do don't just happen overnight. It's going to require some patience, and I got to have patience for two. You know what I mean? Well, my girl, whenever she was pregnant, you know, we have like a million kids, right? Whenever she was pregnant, I'd always be like, I'm drinking for two. You know what I mean? Like, because, you know, there's, oh, she's eating for two, or oh, she's everything for two. Me, everything for two. Patience, all of it. Trying to learn it. But yeah, on that note,
Facts.
NeonPeacockMerch.com.
Yeah, check it out. There's a sale happening today, the rest of tomorrow, and then in a few weeks, I'll hit you guys up with a bigger sale that should be going down. But don't be afraid to take advantage of the 15% off with code SiteWide15. Scrolling down there at the bottom, got a couple of new shirt designs up there. We'll be adding some more daily, hopefully when I get some time. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. Plenty of stuff from our friends over at the Chicago Clubhouse. I will probably be hanging out with them, talking a little bit of NFL draft on Wednesday night, if not at least in the chat, helping them run the mock. So we'll see what's up with everything there. And like I said, my wife would throw a wrench in my plans, so hopefully not. That's why he was like, could you give me an answer? I was like, maybe like Wednesday would be the best time to give you an affirmative, but most likely it should be available for that. Otherwise, though, keep it locked down with us here on Tuesdays and Fridays with Wake Your Game Up, always giving you the latest in fantasy football news, NFL news, and our ear to the streets, always providing us with that information, as well as running his own podcast.
For season 2.
Season 2.
I forgot to tell you, Lee, I'm calling the return of your show, the debut of season 2 of the show.
There it is. Yeah, that way we can put like season 2, episode 1. That way you don't get into like episode 485.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna.
But we'll figure it all out. We're setting things.
I've been thinking about my brainstorm. All right, fellas, great. You have a wonderful day. And Bogey, I'll see you possibly tonight.
You know what? Maybe you know what? I just might pop up on Stay Tuned Live. Not sure yet. All right,
that's why I said possibly.
Sounds good. I'll make sure to hit the like and notification buttons, everyone. Peace. You too, buddy. And peace out to everybody there. Thanks for everybody who hung out with us in the chat, getting their questions in. We will catch you guys on the next one. Make sure you, like you said, to hit the like and subscribe button. We're here for this same format, Wake Your Game Up, Tuesdays and Fridays, 11:30-ish Central Time. We're all over the place, though. So just hang tight with us. We'll get you all of your fantasy football news weekly, twice a week, as a matter of fact, with plenty of other shows. So that being said, appreciate everybody. Have a wonderful Tuesday, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Peace.
Sky, I run a tight ship. Loose lips sink ships. Run shit, dripping like a runny faucet. Let that sink in. Table full of bosses at the meeting, double crosses, and we gon' have to toss you off the deep end. Baller blockers, they tryna block my shine. Solar eclipse, I'm a mobster and a doctor. I prescribe your daily fix. From the tech mecca, we lit, we see chips. Bench presser pumping this weight, the bees flip. Don't let the tech stretch it, talking that shit get greenlit. Silly suckers tried to ride my wave, got seasick. How I'm living, counting this chicken, we out eating. AM to the PM every day, carpe diem. Yeah, I'll tell you about that money off top. Bogor, gotta feed somebody. Look, I don't know nothing except make more money. If you ain't got no money, then you ain't nobody. Money is a religion, righteous cause for sinning. Riding for the cause, we've been down from the beginning. 100 miles are running, all your mouths are running. If you ain't talking money, then you ain't saying nothing. Yeah, we finna ball like recess. Stash bands in the wall and the heat vents. vacuum sealed so the smell don't seep in. I represent the underworld, this ain't no secret. Stay 10 toes down, both feet pressed. Duck the alphabet boys, cover up my feet prints. They know my name, I'm heavy in this gang, knee deep in this thing. I ain't just get my feet wet. We way fresher, so they got vendetta, so we keep stick with us, leave you with a leaky defense. How I'm living, counting this chicken, we out in AM to the PM every day, carpe diem. Yeah, I'll tell you about that money off top. Bogart gotta feed somebody. Look, I don't know nothing except make more money. If you ain't got no money, then you ain't nobody.